Good morning, fifth graders. This is Mr. Rindo, and this week's Review with Rindo has you practicing finding the median of different data sets. And I'm going to underline that keyword right there. We're going to talk about how to find it, and we're also going to talk about what it actually tells us about any data set. So here we go. We're going to go through two problems together, and then you guys will get a chance to try two on your own. Caleb has been on fire lately in basketball. You can see how many points he's scored in his last 7 games. So that table, I hope, makes sense to you. That in game number 1, he scored 26 points. And in game number 2, he scored 23 points. And so on and so on. So you guys can see, he has been on fire. He scored at least 22 points in every one of his last 7 games. In his best game, had him scoring 35 points. So that's pretty good. That's good for anybody. So what this first question is asking us, though, it's asking us what is the median number of points that Caleb scored. And so what we first have to understand is we have to first understand what in the world do they mean by median. And what they actually mean by that number is they want to know, like, what number would be right in the center of all of that data. And more specifically, if we took those 7 outputs, those 7 totals, those 7 amounts of points, and we put them in order from least to greatest, what number would be right smack in the middle of those numbers? So we're going to do that very thing. We're going to take these numbers and put them in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to start with the 22, and then I'm going to do the 23, and then I'm going to move on to, we got 2 26s, so I'm going to write down both of them. You do got to write down both. So I'm going to put 26, and then 26 again, and then I'm going to put 28, and then the 33, and then the 35. So there we go. We've put these numbers in order from least to greatest with the goal now of finding the number that's right in the middle. Now, you can't just eyeball that. So what I mean by that is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outside and work my way in, eliminating numbers. So I'm going to start by eliminating the minimum and the maximum numbers. So I'm going to get rid of the 22 and the 35. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to take this 23 and that 33, and I'm going to eliminate the 2 of them. So now we see we're down to 3 numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I'm going to take this 26 and this 28 and eliminate them. And when I do that, we end up with one number right in the middle. And that number is our median. So we would say that the median number of points that Caleb has scored is 26. Okay? Now, some of you guys are like, who cares? Why would anybody ever want to find the middle number? The median is used in the real world all the time to describe different types of statistics. But essentially what we have to know is that it really only tells us one single thing about our data. So since this number is right in the middle, essentially what it does is it's taking our data and splitting it up into an upper half and a lower half. So what we can see is for half of his games, he scored 26 or less points. And for half of his games, he scored 26 or more. That's essentially all it tells us. So that's what I'm going to write down. When it asks us, what does that number actually tells us? It tells us that he scored 26. Oops, that's not a 26. Here we go. Try it again. 26 or more points in half, goodness gracious, half of his games. But then it also tells us that he scored 26 or less points in the other half of the games. That's all it does. So there it is. We know the median is 26, so we know that half of the time he did essentially 26 or better, and half of the time he did 26 or worse. Either way, all of those scores are pretty good. All right, let's try one more as a team. This time, we got Mrs. Sullivan. She's training to get herself ready to run a marathon. Below, you can see how many miles she has run in each of the last 8 days. So, this is pretty self-explanatory, I think. The question we are being asked once again is, what is the median number of miles run by Mrs. Sullivan? So again, I'm going to take these numbers and reorder them from least to greatest. So I'm going to start with the 3. And then I'm going to move on to the 4. And then we have another 4. And now we have a 6. And we have an 8. And we have another 8. We have a 10. and we have a 12. So I have put them in order from least to greatest because I want to find the number that is right in the middle. That would be our median. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to eliminate from outside in. We're going to work outside in. So I'm going to take this 3 and that 12, and we're going to eliminate those numbers. And I'm going to take this 4 and that 10, and we're going to eliminate again. And I'm going to take this 4 and that 8, and we're going to eliminate again. Now, I think you can see that if I do that again, I'm going to be left with no numbers. So sometimes this will happen. Sometimes you will have 2 numbers in the middle. And we can't just say, oh, it's 6 or oh, it's 8. What we actually have to do then when we end up with 2 middle numbers like this is we have to visualize these numbers on a number line. So if this number was 6 and this number was 8, but we would actually ask ourselves is like, hey, like what number would be right smack in the middle of those? Because that's going to be the middle number of our data set. And I think we know the number right in the middle of 6 and 8 would actually be 7. And so that for this data set, that's going to be our median. The median will be 7. So now let's come down here and let's talk about what that actually means. When we say the median number of miles run by Mrs. Sullivan is 7 miles, essentially, again, what it's done is it's split it up into an upper half and a lower half. So I'm going to write half of the days she ran 7 or more miles. And then the other half of the days, she ran 7 or less miles. So that's it, guys. If you ever see the word median or hear the word median used in any type of data set whatsoever, all they really are telling you is that there's an upper half and a lower half, and they're using that number to help you understand what those halves would look like. So your job now is to go ahead and do 2 problems just like these. We have one more problem about Abdullahi reading because he loves to read. And then we also have another problem about Lucy who's been swimming. So you guys are going to be working to find the median, but then also explaining to me what that median actually tells us. Good luck with this, guys, and have a wonderful week.